The fastest recap in sports algorithms. It's already Friday, March 3rd, but we're going to talk about Thursday, March 2nd, 2023. We'll talk about NBA, we'll talk about hockey, and we'll talk about college basketball. And as we can see, NBA is having a perfect gopher day of nothing. At least it was a short day. That'll happen sometimes. Odds makers had three of these teams. Clippers are losing right now by like 16 in the third quarter. Probably going to be a full-on goose egg. At least I didn't tell you to do much other than watch the Sixers lose. Yeah, ugly day for NBA, but yesterday was awesome. It's whatever. That's sports sometimes. Well, let's go over to hockey. Hockey, your number one pick, Boston, crushes it. 7-1. They get somewhere in between 5 and 10, like they're supposed to. Toronto won. So one of ours already won. I think was close, but they did pull it off. Minnesota is up 2-1 going into the third period right now. Third period just started. We'll see if they hold on. If they do, the two picks I gave you won. We won't know by the end of this video, but we'll see. Anything else of interest? Seattle wins a shootout against Detroit. I took Detroit, of course, and I lost. Nashville does beat Florida. Said it was possible, and it is. Look at that in a low-scoring game. Rangers lose 1 to Ottawa. Ottawa showing that they're still alive. And Tampa Bay is not playing well. They're putting up goals, but they're letting in a lot lately. They've had some weird days where they've just let in a ton. So they lose. Dallas finally comes back and wins this game. Toronto, as we said, won, and we've got a tie game right now, and St. Louis up 4-2. So we'll see if Minnesota can hold on, and hockey will be a positive day. Now, college basketball. A lot to talk about it here, as this is kind of the most popular one right now. There's so many games. Everyone's invested. Everyone went to a school and cares about watching them. There's the brackets, like there's everything coming. And I will be doing a video about the brackets because, of course, I have brackets and I have a bracket organizer for running your own like office pool with one. And I have an AI bracket that helps fill itself in based on different percentages in the standing sheet. And I got all types of crazy stuff, which I'll be doing videos about. As for just today, and we're playing like tournament playing games and stuff. Let's see if any of these games are over. I think they might be. Today, in this Martin game, they're down by 7 with 3.5 minutes left. That's a big one for us. Irvine won 75-65. Cal State Bakersfield lost 61-77. And this game is a big one, and Martin is losing right now. Okay, so let's go take a look. Games still going on that we don't have results for are these ones. A couple big ones in here. Pacific is up 36-30 in the first half right now. That's a big one too. So these ones we don't have answers. It looks like Martin's going to lose though, so that's not good. As for the games that are completed, what we're sorting by right now is we're sorting by line value, which means best lines on top. We don't really know who's home and who's at a neutral site game because we just don't know, because I didn't go through every game to identify where it was played. We do see some winning up top, and I talked about the home teams, which were a loss out of Morgan State and a win for Milwaukee so far. And when you include all the games, you can see the other ones up here are Tennessee, Martin, and Pacific. And it looks like you might only get one of the two of those so far, the way that's going. So winning 2 games, though, out of 4 would still make you profitable straight bet-wise, because 2 of these were underdogs. So you would get like 0.4 units net profit total if you win these 2 games. So I don't know what happened with Morgan State. Murray State won, though, against an injured Valpo. So that one was good. They crushed it. They had no problem. Lehigh, we got that way down and then came back to make it sort of close, but still lost. And then you got some losses here. Our Pine Bluff was a loser, then some wins. So what's our profitability on games we've played so far? All games, top down. So if you made straight bets on all the games in order of line value, you're doing all right until about here. What's the line value there? Line value. And what I'm talking about here is this. When this gets down to about -50 is when it says stop, basically. So these games right here, those games have a profitability of -1%, basically even, right? So you're even, but you started off really strong. and then it fell apart, and you end up profitable betting all home teams, or sorry, all games. You are actually profitable right now. Huh, how about that? Now, we like to break that down a little bit, and we'll show that and hide some stuff. So we can look at, because we care about, we want to get this thing in an order where we bet stuff in order. And that's what I did that line value sort for, is it's supposed to be this. However, I say play home teams. And in that situation, you still got a couple out, but you start to go, really, you have a bad run right here. And you still end up profitable though. How about that? Away teams even better. Now, what about those filters that I was talking about where I said we only play teams that are above 90% health? The health has to be greater than 0.899. Those games are overall 9%. And the totals on those games, as we open everything up, 33-10. That's 77%. I mean, that's pretty good. This is pretty good. Terrible against the spread, but I don't care about the spread. It's impossible to beat the spread. Really good on over-unders, which is fascinating. That's excellent. Hitting almost 70% of your over-unders. It's really good. So those are teams that were healthier than 90%. 33-10. And those home teams, but we don't 22, but we don't know who's a true home team. I'm sure there were so many tournament games. I'm sure most of these probably weren't even true home games, which is why you do better with away teams than normal, because they're not really all away. They're neutral site games. That's what's going on here. So 10% overall in your away teams, and you go 12-5. So making straight money line bets with what this algorithm is designed to tell you who's supposed to win games, does result in winning games. I didn't do really any betting today. I was out. I wasn't paying attention. I made a big round robin at the beginning, and I have Martin, which is going to lose. I made the wrong bet because I wasn't looking at the algorithm. I did bet Milwaukee and they won. I didn't bet Morgan State. I accidentally bet Murray State instead, and they won. So it was an accidental win. Oh yeah, the Tulane game. Where is that game? Yeah, Central Florida blows this, comes back and still doesn't win. So the injured Temple game, not Tulane. Yeah, this sucks because I had Central Florida. They didn't pull it off. I had Lehigh, they lost. That's why my round robin got killed. But whatever, it was one round robin. I didn't pay much attention to it. I think I had Pine Bluff and they lost somehow. They were leading in this game. It was an ugly day. And even though it wins overall, man, I picked the wrong stuff, but I always do that. So anyway, I hope you did better. There certainly were ways to do better with over-unders. There were ways to do better with other winners. And the Martin game, I mean, I could open it up on the phone, but hopefully at least Pacific will win. And then it looks like we've got something else down there. So that's the recap. All right. Tomorrow's Friday. I will be back Friday. Be back for a video on Friday. And if you want copies of the Excel algorithms, you can go to kenbraverman.com. You can buy one. You can start toying with it yourself and updating it yourself and messing around with percentages and having a blast trying to figure out the secrets of what makes, the best predictions. I do the best I can with the time I put into it. And, I do put a lot of time into it, but I also don't put a lot of daily time into every one of these now, because it's, I just want to get it ready for everyone, get it out, and then move on and do other things sometimes. All right. So good luck, everybody. I hope your picks won today. I hope they keep on winning.